Today, we are completely dismantling one of the biggest roadblocks in digital marketing. We're talking about that very real fear of hitting send and then watching people walk away. Look, if you've ever felt that little sting when someone unsubscribes from your list, or if you find yourself endlessly obsessing over whether your latest message made absolutely everyone happy, well, you are in the exact right place. Our core purpose in this explainer is to totally reframe your fear of digital rejection. We're going to set up an empowering paradigm shift that will literally transform how you view every single interaction you have with your audience.
So, there's this counterintuitive rule you really need to memorize. Collect disinterest so you can find the buyers. This is the foundational mindset shift we have to make today. Most of us, honestly, we treat our emails like some kind of high school popularity contest, right? We want everyone to like us, to open our messages, to stay subscribed forever. But we're going to see exactly why that is actually the completely wrong approach. Every single email you send is a sorting mechanism. Your goal isn't universal approval. No. Your goal is to effectively sort the crowd, to find the people who actually want what you're offering.
All right, let's get into Section 1, Mining for Email Gold.
Okay, let's really dive into this. We're going to start by treating your email list like a literal gold mine. Why? Because the mindset of a successful miner is exactly what you need when you sit down at your keyboard. Think about a miner panning for gold in a river. When they scoop up a huge pan of dirt and rocks, they don't get emotionally attached to every single grain of sand, do they? They don't cry when the silt washes away. They know that most of what they just scooped up is dirt, and dirt is not gold. Only a few tiny pieces are actually valuable. Their job isn't to somehow magically turn dirt into gold. Their job is simply to keep digging and washing away what isn't valuable to uncover what is. And as marketers, our job works the exact same way.
Think about it like this. When you dig into your email list by sending out a message, the people on that list are going to take one of 4 actions. First, some of them are just going to completely ignore you. Second, some will unsubscribe. Third, some will click around but never actually buy anything. And fourth, a very small percentage will become customers. Now, notice that unsubscribe is right there on the list of expected actions, and it is not a failure. An unsubscribe is just a prospect politely raising their hand to say, "Hey, no thanks, I'm just dirt." That action clears out your pan and actually leaves room for the real buyers.
Moving on to Section 2, the math of rejection.
So now that we've hopefully taken a bit of the emotional sting out of rejection, let's look at the hard logic. To make rejection feel emotionally safe, you need a practical, mathematical framework that you can rely on week after week. Enter the 110-1 rule. I want you to start using this as your weekly scorecard. It takes all the stressful guesswork out of your campaigns and replaces that fear with totally predictable outcomes. Let's break down exactly what these numbers mean.
100. This is your baseline. You've hit send and 100 people have successfully received your message in their inbox. Boom.
10. Out of those 100 people who got the email, exactly 10 people actually click your link. The vast majority didn't, but 10 did. We are officially narrowing the funnel here.
1. Out of those 10 people who clicked your link, exactly 1 person pulls out their wallet and buys. So, 100 delivered, 10 clicks, 1 sale.
Now, when you total this all up, this is where the absolute magic happens. 90 people completely ignored you, which equals 90 no's. 9 people clicked but didn't buy, which is 9 more no's. And 1 person bought, giving you your 1 yes. That means 99 no's created exactly 1 yes. That is profound when you really think about it. Earning 99 rejections to get 1 single yes isn't a failure. It is the actual business model. When you truly understand this math, every time you see a no, you know you are mathematically just 1 step closer to your yes. Which brings us to Section 3, your new key metric.
Because we're completely changing our mindset today, we also have to change what we measure, right? Vanity metrics like open rates, they do not pay the bills. So the crucial point here is redefining your main key performance indicator to offers made. And what does that mean? It means sending an email with a clear call to action. It is the digital equivalent of a salesperson walking up and knocking on a front door, even if absolutely nobody answers or buys. Professional salespeople don't track how many people peeked out the window at them, they track their daily conversations. You must track how many times you actually asked for the sale. If you send 5 emails with a call to action this week, you made 5 offers. Period.
Now, what's really interesting here is that we are actually setting a target for failure. If you're building a lead generation or work from home list, these are the targets you should actively be aiming for. 5 emails sent, 50 plus non-opens, 10 plus non-clicks, and this is the crazy part, 3 or more unsubscribes. Why on earth would you ever want 3 unsubscribes? Well, because aiming for 3 unsubscribes forces you to write emails with a real, polarizing opinion and a genuine offer. If nobody is ever unsubscribing from your list, I guarantee you, it means you are being entirely too generic. You aren't panning for gold anymore, you're just hoarding dirt.
Next up, Section 4, the 𝐷𝐵𝐷 magnet model.
The legendary copywriter 𝐘𝐨𝐿 deeply understood this dynamic and the absolute necessity of rejection. Compare a campaign that gets 3 unsubscribes but pulls in 15 clicks and 2 sales against the totally generic email where 0 people unsubscribe but you only get 1 measly click and 0 sales. 𝐷𝐿 would choose the polarizing email every single time. And this brilliantly illustrates that a standard, generic message that produces 0 unsubscribes is actually a massive failure because it produces 0 action. The profitable email is always the polarizing one. It actively pushes the wrong people away so the right people can step forward and buy.
I want you to give this digital concept some real, physical weight in your mind. Think of your email as a magnet. By the very laws of physics, a magnet does 2 things simultaneously. It attracts and it repels. The wrong people are literally supposed to be repelled. They are supposed to move away from your message. Meanwhile, the right people are supposed to be attracted and lean in.
Let's look at 𝐘𝐨𝐿's exact perspective on this. He would say, I'm not writing to make everybody happy, I'm writing to find the people who are already halfway to buying. I mean, that is the golden rule of this whole explainer right there. An unsubscribe isn't a personal insult. It is actual tangible proof that your magnet is working correctly. It means your message has enough strength to push away those who will never buy, leaving you with the exact people who are already halfway there.
Finally, Section 5, winning the rejection game.
Let's see how this all builds into something you can use every single day. Let's gamify this entire philosophy so you actually start looking forward to rejection. Seriously, if your goal was to send 5 emails and you hit 5 out of 5, that's a huge win. 64 people completely ignored you? Excellent, you collected disinterest. 11 people clicked but didn't buy? Great, you got more no's out of the way. 4 unsubscribes? Fantastic, the dirt is washing right out of the pan. By tracking your progress this way, you start to realize that every single negative stat is just a required mathematical step toward those sales. You win the game by collecting the no's.
Which brings us to your new daily standard. Did I make enough offers to uncover the next buyer? Forget the fear of the unsubscribe. Forget trying to make everyone on the internet happy. Every ignored email and every not now is just clearing the path to the person who is waiting to say, wow, this is exactly what I've been looking for. So I'm going to leave you with this. Did you make enough offers today or are you just hoarding dirt? Go uncover your next buyer.